Matt Crutch, student number 196547. Expectations of expert witness. Your role as an expert witness is to help the jury understand the evidence. You are the teacher. It is important to establish eye contact with each individual juror so that all of them can see that you are sincere in your beliefs and opinions. While the expert witness does not advocate for one side or the other, he or she must advocate for the evidence and for the truth. Here are the tips of avoiding courtroom confrontations with defense attorneys. The important thing to keep in mind, therefore, is to tell the truth and to tell it so that even someone who wants to misconstrue the words cannot do it. Answer just the question that is presented. Do not go into detail about your answer. Example, do you like candy bars? Your reply should be yes, and leave it at that. Don't say, yes, I do to anything that has chocolate. That's saying too much. Defense attorneys are always trying to discredit you, so answer yes or no, and if you don't recall, then say I don't recall. Make sure you dress appropriate using dress blues or equivalent, sit with good posture, and do not fidget. The fire modeling. The results of fire modeling can also be utilized in illustrating how the fire may have started and progressed throughout its structure. It utilizes quantitative information to mathematically explain how some or all processes can change over time under certain conditions. Agencies' officials assist in the recreation of the fires to illustrate how the fire impacted the outcome of the fire fatalities and property destruction, and they are more commonly introduced into a court of law for describing fire dynamics and the fire progression. During discovery, the fire investigator will outline his or her investigation, describe the fire scene, its cause and origin, along with documentation and photographs, the process of physical evidence, and the results. At this point, the courtroom counsel is able to review as well as ask questions or procedures, opinions, and review of physical evidence and the results. Here are some tips in the courtroom. One of the best methods currently available for presenting visual and textual information to a jury is with the use of PowerPoint presentation. The powerful tool is used not only for the presentation of testimony, but also for its organization. The handout tool can be used by sponsoring counsel to walk the witness through the direct examination. When presented with these questions, the investigator who has followed the general procedures of NFPA 921 will have few concerns. NFPA 921 represents a published standard of care that can be said to be generally accepted in fire investigation community. Counsel will frequently elicit the opinions of the expert, and then in the guise of making sure that he or she understands, will begin the next question with the phrase, "in other words," and then to proceed paraphrase the investigator's opinion in ways that may ever so subtly spin the opinion in a way that might be misleading. My standard response to such a question is, if I wanted to use other words, I would have used them. If questions in a deposition are based on a false premise or worded so that answering yes or no would be misleading, the expert should stop and either ask counsel to rephrase the question or offer sufficient explanation so that someone reading the transcript will not be misled. The expert witness should be alert for questions that indicate adverse counsel is considering the Daubert challenge. Thank you.